What's up, you guys? We're going to be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and everything that happened with them this past NFL Sunday. And I'm not going to do too much chatting. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my brother.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Rocky too. Hey, I feel very welcome, man. Thank y'all for coming, showing love, tapping in with my boy K.
Amen.
Shit, we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk too much. K, thanks for having me. Let's get into this Steelers video.
Always.
Well, all right. We saw Justin Fields put on an interesting performance. You know, not one where he was doing a lot. They definitely weren't letting him just loose, which I think is maybe a good idea because he was able to make some plays that really worked and did a good job protecting the football as well. So I think this was a
Real quick, I know that you gonna cover most of this Steelers stuff, but something I've always liked about Justin Fields, if you can kind of even see it in this video. I've always been a fan of like them quarterbacks who almost play like running backs, but they can still throw that thing. You feel me? Like
I feel like Justin Fields ain't all the way like mastered that though.
yeah, like personally, my prime example when I like think of a mobile quarterback, like my favorite mobile quarterback of all time, prime Cam Newton, bro. No one is fucking with prime Cam Newton. Dude was a 250.
Michael Vick.
Dude was a 250-pound tank just running. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't shave Vick like that though.
No, Vic definitely up there, but
Vick was the original mobile quarterback.
yeah, I'll give him his cookies. But I personally, like my all-time favorite, I gotta go Cam Newton, bro. Like he was the first quarterback because I'm only not 20. Oh, I gotta get used to saying 20 now. Today my birthday. Fuck.
Hey, y'all hop in the comments. Tell my brother happy fucking birthday. Yo, what, he been around 2 decades now.
I gotta start learning not to say 19 anymore. I've been around for roughly 20 years, so I didn't get to see much Michael Vick. But at least in my lifetime, Cam Newton is the only quarterback off the top of my head I can be like, yeah, he likes contact. He used to drop a shoulder. He used to drop a shoulder and run into the contact. Nowadays, you see a lot of. What you say?
No, you're right. You talking about back when like QBs wasn't like when the mobility quarterback wasn't like the trendy thing in the NFL. You talking about Michael? Yeah, I'm sorry, not Michael Vick. Cam Newton was one of the only people out there standing out doing that.
Yeah, and not to mention that's what I like. Not only that is the reason that I liked him, but these new modern day mobile quarterbacks aren't taking the physical hits Cam was taking. Cam
absolutely.
Cam was dropping both shoulders, running through a fucking pile of 6 defenders like he's a goddamn running back.
No, you're not wrong about that. Like I say, when I think of somebody like Dak Prescott, even like Brock Purdy, like definitely not what I imagine. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, but nowadays all these mobile quarterbacks that slide in or just fall in to avoid a hit. You know, we play football. You're supposed to fight for every yard, and that's what I like.
Contact sport. See, well, yeah. I don't even want to get too far off. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was like, man, we be having so many like different theories and conversations on sports, but you know, I definitely like just kind of want to touch on Pittsburgh. Like a big thing I noticed was just how many penalties they had. Like I say, you know, Michael Parsons, he had an OPA penalty, and that led to a 46-yard loss. TJ Watt, he got called for being offsides, and that put Atlanta back in the red zone, and it led to the Falcons getting a touchdown. Like I say, to be honest with you guys, Chris Boswell is the only reason that Pittsburgh won this game. He kept the Steelers on life support. He was out there kicking like Cristiano Ronaldo in the MLS. And I'm telling you, like, no, be honest with me. Hey, without Chris Boswell kicking a perfect game tonight, yo, do the Steelers actually start the season 1-0?
No, that's one thing I will say. I think modern day kickers don't get the props they're supposed to get.
They don't.
Like, I think Justin Tucker, you know, he gets his cookies because he's been the best kicker in the league for as long as I can remember. And shoot, I think, you know, it's a slept on position. Without kickers, you know, you can be down by 3 points. You go down the field, your offense gets you to where you need to hit a field goal, but if you ain't got no good field goal kicker, fuck, they just lost you the game. So I think, you know, like you said, yeah, I think Chris Boswell definitely had a very big part in today's win. What do he have? 6 field goals?
Yeah, man, 6 for 6.
Yeah, man.
Offense didn't score one touchdown today.
He was shooting like Steph Curry today.
Yo, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Good performance by Justin Fields, and really did make some nice throws as well when he had the opportunities. So, yeah, I'm going to get into it, the good and the bad. It started off with some not so good, to be honest. The first few plays for Fields was a bit sloppy, to say the least, and almost perfectly describes Fields as a player through this point in his career. So first you see a fumbled snap, which is just funny at this point. I mean, it was a thing all throughout, the preseason. If he kept fumbling these snaps, and a lot of people were saying, is it his fault? Is it the center's fault? A lot of discussions going on. But either way, it kept happening with him out there for whatever reason. Might just be coincidence, but okay, not the best thing. Hey, you gained 3 yards somehow on it, so I guess you get that. But it's something you'd like to improve upon. After that, this play happened on a 2nd and 7, where he's kind of getting flushed out and just makes a bit of an off throw. I think he might have been expecting the receiver to cut more over the middle of the field, but either way, definitely one he'd like to have back there. Then after that, on the 3rd down, they don't
you want to fast forward that just a little bit?
Yeah, and real quick before I do, like dude just said, not even trying to be funny. That's a pass I could have made. Justin, you got to complete that pass, bro.
No,
that was wide open.
I'm telling you, if you just want to skip it out 3-4 minutes out. But as I was watching the Steelers game today, something that I just kept noticing is I said the defensive penalties, man.
It's just really impressive.
Hey, you want to pause it real quick?
It's its own.
The defensive penalties, bro. It's something that was it was happening too much. It's something that needs to be addressed in week 2. Like I say, T.J. Watt had sacked Kirk Cousins, but there was a flag thrown out for an illegal hands to the face, and that was by Dante Jackson. And Atlanta got the automatic first down after that. And Dante Jackson, he did come back, and he got a super important interception that pretty much did close out the end of the game. But still, I'm telling you now, these are things that, are going to keep Pittsburgh held back. You know what I'm saying? I think that Pittsburgh is lucky that they playing a 36-year-old Kirk Cousins. I'm telling you now, they should feel super duper blessed that week 1 was against the Falcons. Atlanta is a 7-10 team at the fucking most. And when I really think about it, the Falcons are in the worst division in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? When we look at the NFC South, again, quarterbacks out there, Derek Carr is on the Saints, Bryce Young with the Panthers, Baker Mayfield with the Buccaneers, and then you got Kirk Cousins, who just signed that giant contract with the Falcons. I'm sorry, hey, when I'm seeing Pittsburgh, I don't even want to just necessarily they struggled, because again, the defense, they was holding it down a little bit. But at the same time, when I see you guys playing this kind of sloppy and you're barely getting wins against a team like Atlanta, what are you going to do later on in the season when you're playing playoff contenders?
Yeah, for sure. I feel you.
Like I said, bro, hey, I'm just keeping it a P with you, bro. Like I said, hey, the Steelers literally only won tonight because of Chris Boswell. He kicked a perfect game. And again, how is this shit going to work in week 5 when you're playing the Dallas Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? Hey, even a Dallas defense without Micah Parsons, this shit's still not going to slide.
No, yeah, I 100% agree with you.
Coverage play, but really it's a one-on-one matchup on the outside with A.J. Terrell and with George Pickens. So, usually when you have Pickens one-on-one, you throw it. Usually when A.J. Terrell is one-on-one, you don't throw it. But, I think they're going to kind of say, let's trust our guy here. You see Fields takes the snap. That's what he's going to do. It's not like it's wide open or anything. This is just let's trust my guy can win on this 3rd down and 9. Because also, it's not the worst time in the world to take a chance. 3rd down and 9 at midfield. It's a good decision, I would say, by Fields. And it's also just a great throw and a great catch. And I guess an offensive pass interference penalty that was called on Pickens. It's not offensive pass interference. I mean, he pushed him a little bit, but you're allowed to push him a little bit. It has to be significant. That's in the rules. It wasn't significant. That's not a penalty. Not only in my opinion, I just think by letter of the law, it's not a penalty. But still, again, evaluating the performance, very good throw there from Fields. And these are the kind of things that you're hopeful that he can do. If, for however long he needs to start, this is good. Also, this play, we have to talk about the end of the half situation. Definitely one where if you're a Falcons fan, you're thinking, how did we let this happen? There's 9 seconds left. But worth noting, the Steelers do have 2 timeouts left. And I think this is something that back in the day, no team would ever go for trying to get points in this situation. I mean, I think famously John Madden in the Super Bowl that Brady won his first Super Bowl win, there was like a minute and a half and they're at their own 20 and John Madden's like, just play for overtime. You know, like that used to be the mindset. Now 9 seconds left, they're still going for it. Makes sense though, because Falcons are going to be in a cover 2 zone. You have Pickens running a deep shot, and also if we're bringing up history, it was a different game, all that stuff, blah blah blah. But you're just moving on. Let's see what happens on this play. Fields takes a snap. He's going to first look towards his left, but then gets all the way over to Pickens, who I think that was by design to not show what he's doing. But still, I mean, he has to, it's good footwork to get all the way over there, makes this throw. And you see by Pickens, look at how open he is. Quite frankly, this is not great stuff by Jesse Bates. I mean, there's only one guy in your area. You have to be more aware, but you got to give credit to Pickens, right? He's running the route well. Fields makes this throw, and Pickens staying in bounds, which was just a mistake. And also, the Falcons player pushes Pickens out of bounds. How did he just grab him and kept him in bounds?
Hey, like I say, again, bro, hey, you see that? Like, hey, he stays in bounds, which means the clock continues to fucking keep ticking. Like, these are mistakes you can't make when you playing better caliber teams. Like, bro, they're going to play the Jets in Week 7, and that's one of the top defenses in the league with Sauce Gardner. Like I say, Quinnen Williams, C.J. Mosley. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, yo, these are things where if you're doing this in the game against teams like that, you're not going to come away with the W, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, and in that situation, he got the ball in field goal position. At that point, get the ball.
Get out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Yeah.
But I'm telling you now, hey, look, they play the Ravens and the Bengals twice. They play Cleveland twice. And Cleveland, got the best defense in the goddamn league. Like I say, Myles Garrett is literally the best defensive end. Like, there's no doubt about that shit, bro.
Yeah. Especially since Aaron Donald retired. Yeah, I'm 100% there with you.
No, bro, and I'm telling you, hey, like, towards the end of the fucking season, towards the end of the fucking season, though, Pittsburgh, they play the Eagles and they also play Kansas City, bro. Like, that's defending Super Bowl champs. Like, when you playing sloppy like this, there's, like, I like Mike Tomlin, bro. But again, like, there's only so much he can do. Normally, I'm always like, oh, Mike Tomlin, he's going to get them into the fucking wild card somehow. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of numbers. Pittsburgh can win 4 games, and somehow Tomlin's going to give them in that 7th seed.
Hell yeah.
Just for an extra second, I think Pickens actually stepped out a little bit before, so it wouldn't have mattered. But you don't know that. Just some weird decisions going around. But for Fields, this is definitely good stuff, and also a great route by Pickens. This play was another good one. I mean, again, it's kind of turning into a George Pickens highlight reel. But, I mean, at the same time, if you're quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, like, your highlight reel should be a George Pickens highlight reel. Like, that's kind of the situation. You have Pickens in a one-on-one situation right here. There are 2 safeties deep, but the safety on his side of the field isn't going to pick him up. So when Fields takes a snap, he's looking over there. He sees this. So he notices, oh, wait, one-on-one down the field, Pickens, and the defensive back isn't even playing it out as though, like, well, I have to make sure I don't get beat deep here. So because of that, this is absolutely a correct decision by Fields, and I also really love this throw. Watch how Fields is going to understand the leverage and throw it a little bit towards the inside. Pickens kind of went a little bit closer towards the sideline. I'm not sure exactly why Pickens did that, but then Pickens made up for it by making it an unbelievable catch. So, to me, I think that was a good throw, actually, by Fields, given him.
Hey, wait, tell me, like I say, because, you watched Justin Fields last year. He doesn't seem as comfortable and just, like, as confident as he did when he was running with that Chicago offense.
I think, I agree. I don't know if we're just not used to seeing him in a Steelers jersey yet, but it kind of seems like, that video when he dove in the rain when they beat the 49ers and he, like, slid across the end zone and stood there and was like this or whatever.
Yeah, he was owning. That was his city. He was owning that.
Yeah, I think he's in a situation where it's like he knows his talent. He's probably grieving over the fact that Chicago let him go. Not to mention knowing you weren't going to be the starting quarterback had Russell Wilson not got injured. He probably feels some type about that. Not to mention now he's.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. One sec.
Bud would love me then.
Hey, we back though, you guys. I'm about to say, hey, I just real quick also wanted to point out because, hey, they were talking about how Justin Fields all the way wasn't even sure if he was gonna play today. Like I was thinking to myself, like, yo, what a time for Russell Wilson to injure himself in practice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Steelers didn't score one touchdown today. They couldn't even convert on a 4th and 1 in the red zone, bro. Like I say, hey, I like Justin Fields a bunch, but yo, I'm sitting here and I'm watching him, and I'm starting to understand why Chicago traded him for a 6th-round pick.
What? They traded him for a 6th?
Yes, bro, yes. But I'm saying, like, yo, hey, seriously, like, hey, I really need you guys to let me know what's the temperature on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because, like, I mean, like, and even if I want to believe Justin Fields is going to improve his game. I want to feel like he's going to get more comfortable in, like, this new offense. But at that same point in time, I'm not 100% confident. Russell Wilson might have to come back, and I don't even know if he has what it takes anymore because he's not prime Russ. But, like, I don't know. Like, I really fucking feel like the Steelers, they, you know, if they can, like, get everything back running like they used to, they can be, like, a 9 or 10 win team. Like, I still feel like it's not out of range to where Steelers can still go get that last spot in the wild card. Am I wrong?
No, I'm 100% there with you. And like you were saying about, you know, Justin trying to feel more comfortable and Russ not being in his prime anymore, I think there's a reason they put those two in the same locker room together. Okay, Russ, you've been to a Super Bowl. You know what it's like. You
won a Super Bowl.
You were debatably the best quarterback in the league at one point.
2013, 2014, absolutely.
You were a mobile quarterback. Now we need you to work with Justin. We need you to teach him everything you know. So yeah, I think it's kind of like a Jordan Love and
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that same shit, bro, because that's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Like how Jordan Love sat down for what, like 3 seasons or whatever before he finally started. But like yo, when it was time, like hey, that's why they went and they fucking everybody was you know the Dallas Cowboys cycle, so we should have anticipated that already. But still, that's why the Packers went in there and they did what they did last year. That's why the expectations on Green Bay are so high. It's actually motherfuckers this out here saying that Green Bay is gonna run away with the NFC North.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, y'all let us know what we think about that all in the comment section here. You can go ahead and my fault.
You good?
Information he had when he got rid of the ball, and you know it resulted in a big gain. I can't show the whole thing for copyright reasons, but you know it was a big gain. They were able to gain a ton of yards and get back in field goal range because, of course, it was field goal range given the way this game was going. But again, I mean this stuff, it's really good stuff. Understanding when your best receiver is open, putting the ball in a catchable spot, and letting them do the rest of the work. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. But yeah, I mean as a whole, this was a good performance by Fields. It really was. And I think that if you're but like, I don't think it's crazy to go back to him. I really don't. I think he did well. And at the very least, if you are going back to Wilson, it's because you like Wilson more, right? Which is a good situation to be in. If you do decide to make that choice, pause real quick? It would be because you say, well, I think this...
Hey, if they, even in the beginning, them choosing Russell Wilson over Justin Fields is just because Wilson's accolade and his experience. Again, like, yo, this is a veteran quarterback, you know? Like I say,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's sorry for cutting you off. I think it was, you know, the veteran presence in the locker room. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes back to what I was just saying. You know, at one point you were the best quarterback in the league. You know, at one point, you know what I'm saying? Like he got more experience.
I do,
under
bro.
his belt.
But you know what? Hey, I feel like too something that works in Russ's favor right now is because like. When we seen him get traded to Denver, it almost seemed like the locker room did not mess with him at all, you know? Like, I don't want to say he destroyed his presence in the Broncos locker room, but it just seems like no one wanted him there. Like, in Pittsburgh, it seems like he can have more of a positive impact. And don't nobody have, like, the worst perspective of him yet, you know what I'm saying? He's not acting like a diva. So, like I said, yeah, we just want to see Russ be old Russ. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. You guys let me know what we think about it. And again, like, I'm not saying Justin Fields wasn't headed in the right direction last year, but I feel like taking him out of Chicago, because toward the end of the season, Chicago was starting to make a run. But so taking him out of that offense, taking Justin Fields out of that offense, and like you know, then going ahead and deciding to build around Caleb Williams, like yeah, that is just like the disrespect is on another level.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this in another video. I was saying, you know. Justin Fields, don't get me wrong, he has all the pieces to be a starting caliber NFL quarterback.
He does.
Like when we seen him beat 49ers when he slid across the rain and stood there like this in the end zone, you know what I'm saying? I think I said this to you in another video. I think if the Chicago Bears would have invested an off season into making their whole team better, like they did for Caleb Williams,
and build around Justin Fields,
they would have been perfect. Think about it this way: number 1 pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. Then you have the overall 9th pick. You could have went and helped your defense, but instead.
I seen,
you know what I'm saying?
I seen people shitting on Justin Fields though, just because they were like, well, he had a weapon in DJ Moore, and what happened? They were 7-10 last year. Like, even if the Bears going 7-10 last year, I think that's an improvement compared to what we've seen in prior years before that.
Yeah, without a doubt, and that's one thing. Yeah, I've heard that too. Oh, well, Justin Fields had DJ Moore and he didn't do anything. It's not this. There's this game called football. You have 11 people on the field at all times, and 2 people cannot win you every single game.
True. This isn't basketball. It's not like LeBron James or something. You're right. There can't be just one person that takes you and carries the W.
You can't expect Justin Fields and DJ Moore to win you every game. You can't expect Justin Fields to have 400 yards every game and DJ Moore with.
But they were starting to turn it around toward the end of last season though. So that's what I'm saying. Like, taking Justin Fields out of there. Like, I mean, I get what you want from Caleb Williams. You want a fresh face. You want the number 1 prospect and everything. But at the same time, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not buying into the Caleb Williams hype yet. I'm sorry.
Neither am I. He's zesty.
Let me know. Hey, somebody painting their fingernails leading your franchise?
I think hell no, I would never. I think as soon as he gets too hard, his ass is gonna start squirting like he's a female, and he's gonna decide this was not his career. He should have went and played basketball.
Man, you guys gotta let me know in the comment section what's the temperature on that. Man, actually, we just gonna go ahead and end this. No, we're going to end this because my headphones are about to die, bro. That's the only reason. But trust me, we were gonna be back either later today or tomorrow. Like I said, we still got that whole Anthony Richards convo to have, bro. There's a lot of things we gotta fucking talk about, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, something else we're gonna have to have a discussion about tomorrow. Like, yo, what is the actual temperature on the Panthers? Because again, after they drafted Bryce Young, they were supposed to go get a Lombardi trophy, right?
Oh man, hey, we gonna have to get into that.
We'll talk about it. They ain't been the same since Cam. But y'all gotta let us know if you enjoyed the vid. Like, sub, shout out my brother T. If you enjoyed the vid, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Y'all have a great day, alright? You guys have a good morning.
Yes, sir.